Hi everyone, it's Nick from EYT. I hope you're all well. This is part 2 of our developing a character through observation. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, it's still available on our YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out before you watch this one. I hope you got on well last session, and hopefully by now you've found 1 or 2 people that you want to explore further. So for this session, pick one. And we are going to be, like I said, exploring their physicality. So by exploring the physicality of these characters, we are also going to unlock loads of different new bits of information that are going to make our characters so much more interesting. We can see their age just by the way that you present them physically. We could also see information on maybe their health, their feelings and emotions. Maybe they are slouching when they're sad, and maybe they stand up straight when they feel really confident or if they're happy. We can also unpick their rhythm. Maybe they move quickly because they're a very excitable person, or maybe they move more slowly, more carefully because they could be more shy, more timid. Or they might just have a slower rhythm of life. Maybe they're a much more relaxed person. So for this week, I would like you to grab your notes from last week, have a look over them, and if you manage to get someone to take that photo of you, getting that physicality of the person on your body, then that's going to be really, really useful as well. Then I would like you to find somewhere at home with a bit of space, either a decent sized room, or if you have a garden, it might be cool to use that. So when you've got your notes, I would like you to pay close attention to the things that you wrote under physicality or posture, and also pace and speed. That's what we're going to be using today. It might also be really useful if you could, while you're looking over your notes, circle some key words or key points that you've made that you think are the most important, and these are going to be really useful when we're exploring the physicality in a minute. So what we're going to do now is we are going to explore this character's body bit by bit, body part by body part, and we are going to see how each of the body parts works, how they move each of the body parts, and by the time we finish this, we should know how to move and use this character's body. We're going to start this exploration with the most important part of the body, which is the backbone. Quite often, when you find this character's backbone, a lot of the other body parts will fall into place. So we spoke a lot last week about, I always use slouching as an example, or standing up straight, because it's a very clear way of explaining what I mean by the backbone. So again, cast your mind back to when you were observing this person. Try and find the shape of their backbone on your body. Play around with it, and if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't look right, then try another shape. And then once you've found it, we'll move on to the next part of the body. The next part of the body I would like you to think about is the neck and the head, from the shoulders up. And keeping this backbone, I want you to see how they move their neck. Do they move it very delicately? Or do they have a faster rhythm? So do they maybe dart their head around? So again, play around with it, have a think. Then we're going to kind of work down the body. So I want you to then move down to the shoulders and the arms. How do they move with this backbone? And then go down to the hips. How do they move? And another really important part is the legs and the feet. So I want you to, again, play around with those, see how they move. Try different things, and you'll feel what doesn't work, and you'll feel what does work, what feels natural for this character. So yeah, sometimes it's best not to go straight to what you think it is. Like, play around, investigate, see what comes out of that, and by the end of it you'll know exactly what's right. What body parts do they move easily? What parts are more stiff or more difficult to move? It's also really important that when you're exploring these body parts, that you don't push yourself too much. Please be gentle. We don't want you to hurt yourself. So now that we've found this character's physicality, I want you to explore their rhythm. I mentioned that word earlier. So we're now going to have a look at that pace and speed section in your notes. Again, look at those keywords that you've circled. Try and remember, how fast were they moving? Was it that leisurely stroll, or were they running late trying to get somewhere quickly? I know that I'm a really fast walker. I'm a really animated person, so I have that faster rhythm. Maybe this character has a much slower rhythm than you. So in this new physicality that you've found for this character, I would like you to now begin to move around the room, and we're going to see if we can find this rhythm. So this is why you need to have a little bit of space around you. We're going to start off with just a walk around the room, see how it feels, play with different speeds, and find their speeds. And then once you are comfortable with their sort of walking speed, I want you to maybe take it into a jog. And then, if you have enough space, but please be careful, maybe you can take it into a run and see how you get on with that. Maybe they can't run. Maybe they can't jog. Maybe they can only walk. Maybe they don't have that faster rhythm. And this could be for any reason. It could be because maybe they had a broken leg. It could be because they're much older. So yeah, try, see how you get on. And if it doesn't work for this character, cool. That's something else that you found out. After you've completed this step, I want you to take down notes of everything that you found out about this character. What has this told you about your character, both physically, and what has it informed about their personality? Have you found that they're a really quick, excitable person, or have you found that they're a really slow, cautious person? Maybe they're a tired person. So this is going to be really useful when we start to explore their personality a bit more later on. So again, have fun, see how you get on, let us know how you get on as well. Maybe you can give us a little comment or send us a wee message. Next week, we'll continue with step 3 of our character development, and we will be looking at the voice, and we'll be trying to give this character a voice. So I'll see you next week.